I have two purposes in my life. One purpose is to build consensus from individual life to families to businesses and communities, all the way up to even the nation, tribe and nation level. I've been doing this for many, many, many years. I do it all over the world. I've been able to help people reach 100% consensus, which is what I define consensus as anyway, is 100% agreement to do the right thing. I often do most of the time I do my work in a circle, and that is really helps to create some symbolism that we all see the world differently, and where you sit in the circle, you describe the room in front of you differently. And I think sort of that the Creator, she gave us eyes in the front of our head so that we have this challenge behind our head. And so that's the gift that the person opposite of us can do, is to be able to show us the world behind us. So I do a lot of consensus building, and I measure that by behavior, by seeing if people are actually doing what they say they want to do. And that's what I look for. So that basically requires what I call transformational change, and that's a change in core beliefs and core behaviors versus just strategic change, strategic planning, or changes in strategies and actions. Of course, those are important, but what's even more fundamental is core belief change, and if you want to create really different outcomes. You know, if you're happy with what you got, keep doing what you're doing, but you know, the definition of insanity is to expect different results by doing the same thing. So it's like, you know, you've got to be able to do things differently. And what I find with most people is they usually don't have enough information when they're frustrated or in conflict. And by gaining more information from diverse points of view, they're able to see a lot clearer what the opportunities are. And they're usually way better than what people expect them to be as they first enter into an issue. So that's one of my major passions in life. And then in terms of some final nuggets of life lessons, and I'm in process, I haven't arrived, but one of the things that I would say is that there's three phrases that I learned many, many years ago that have really, really struck home, and it's a lifelong practice for me. And the first phrase is to learn to let go, or in other words, learn to acknowledge the fears that we have in our life. A young boy, it reminds me of a story. There was a young boy that wanted to trick an elder, and came up to the elder and said, which is stronger, the evil wolf or the good wolf? And the elder thought for a minute, and he said, well, whichever one you feed. And that's the thing, you know, if you feed your fears, you're going to get your fears. You know, if you feed the good things you're looking for in life, you're going to get those things. And this deals with whether you're doing holism and climate change work like I do, or you're doing consensus building work. Both ways, the concepts work. So that's the first phrase, is to let go and acknowledge fears, your fears. Second piece that I've learned is to seek richness and look for the beauty in every day, all around you. And it's amazing. Every time that I become conscious about the idea of richness, I can instantly see richness in my life. And I'm very, very thankful for that lesson and that gift. And I think the thing is, I've really learned to live in the present, in this moment. And at this moment, I see amazing things. And I'm very thankful and very appreciative of everything I have right at this moment. And because tomorrow may not ever come, and yesterday's already gone. So this is what I got. So I have really focused a lot of my life on looking at what's rich in my life. And I'm very thankful, from people to nature to the earth to just all kinds of things that I've been able to enjoy and appreciate. And then the final phrase that I've learned is to learn to trust that universal self, sort of that inner knowing of what's the right thing to do. And just know that things are going to happen that are going to go the right direction. And that one's kind of tough, because a lot of people I used to be this way, have a lot of doubt and worry, and it's like, well, you know, wait, universe, that wasn't exactly what I was thinking, you know. It's like, it doesn't matter. You just let go, and you just let go. You know, if you have troubles with number 3 about trusting the universe, go back to number 1, which is let go and acknowledge fears, you know, acknowledge your fears. So those are the 3 steps that I've really taken in my life that really seem to make a big difference in the outcomes that I'm getting. And it's brought me a lot of joy, And I have spent a lot of time in my life looking for the idea of the law of attraction. So I've seen people do that before. And what's really, really amazing is that you know, if you're feeling rich and you see the world in, you know, through gratefulness and abundance, you have a tendency to attract that. Versus if you're focused on fears and those kinds of things, you have a tendency to attract that. And it's like the wolves, the evil wolf or the good wolf is wherever you focus is what you have a tendency to get. So thank you.